Hello and thank you for coming back to the channel and to this whole new project, which is the Chipmunk. Thank you everybody who waiting into the last video and helped me make a decision. And of course I'll be doing all the three projects that I'm proposing. That's at least the plan. But I'll be starting with the Chipmunk, which is what most of you voted for and commented. And I think it can be a nice build. Straightforward, I hope. I think the minimum age requirement for these is typically 14 years of age, so I meet that requirement, which is good. And now for the unboxing. As mentioned before, it doesn't say anywhere that it's laser cut wood, because some of the newer models of grillos, they are laser cut, and that's really very easy to work with. But this one apparently isn't. It's the Chipmunk, a trainer, de Havilland from I think the 1950s, probably 1960s, and in theory a nice little flyer. So here is all the content. I think, yes, that's all the content. So let's put the box aside. And what do we have? Some wire. I'm guessing it's going to be for the landing gear. I think this will be the nose cone, which is got the engine cowling, which is always good. These are always difficult to make in wood, so it's always good to have the plastic shape. Here we have the canopy. Again, also always difficult to make the canopy, so it's always nice to have the plastic shapes somehow already made. They are doable in wood, but much more difficult. Then the plan. The plan is for me somehow always the most interesting part, because it's the part that is with which one spends more time, right? So this is the plan. I think it's maybe a little bit bigger than my cork board, but I think I'll be able to put it there. And here we have the top view, the wing construction, the fuselage construction. It is a little bit different from the Spitfire and the Hurricane that I made before, but it's I think it'll be understandable. And then on the other side also there's an overall picture, and also the shapes for the formers in case I need to duplicate any, I suppose, and some instructions. That's also okay, that's good. Other models, I noticed they come with instructions separate in a little booklet, and it's a bit of a different design, maybe an older style. I'm just guessing, but this could be an older style, which again, why not? And then we have all the components. So we have here some wooden wheels, that's nice. A propeller, the typical Willows propeller that I always get to use, and for the rubber powered. This one I will be making it rubber powered because I think RC would be very difficult, and it's too small probably for the RC, for the microelectronics. A rubber band. The rubber motor is always much more difficult than one thinks, and especially to get them to fly. And then here we have the wood, a lot of wood. Well, not a lot actually. It's always surprising how from just a few planks of wood a whole airplane can come out. But I have here some different shapes, different lengths. These are the longer ones probably, and also for the wings. And these are the pieces actually for the build. And as I say, it's not laser cut. It's probably die cast or die cut. I think they have probably like metal machines, and they stamp onto the wood and they cut them out, or they mark them at least. So you still have to go over them with a cutter, with a knife. But on the other hand, it won't have the burnt marks from the laser cut. So really no issue with that. A little bit curved, I see. I don't know if you can see it, but the wood somehow is curving. Maybe it's old stock. I hope that it doesn't really have a big impact. And here again, you have to look for the shape, and they do have some numbers on them. Others don't have numbers or don't have naming, so that's going to be also maybe the challenge. I think this is the fuselage side. Okay, that's one side of the fuselage, so I suppose here we'll have the other side of the fuselage, which is also interesting that it's somehow a box shape for the fuselage. So well, the important part, the wood, and the fun part also. I still enjoy the wood building the most. And then here we have some important notice, which I think is about eliminated content that I'll read and then probably throw away. Some tissue that I'm thinking I might not use. I have a lot of this tissue, I'm collecting it, but then I'm thinking either to use this, then it's just white, or maybe to get some red tissue. I might still have some red tissue somewhere, and maybe make it in red, because I know that a lot of these were used as trainers and they were painted in red. And then the decals, which always give it a very nice touch at the end to have some decals. So those are the components of the kit. As I say, some good parts, some better parts, like all parts are good of course for the kit. No idea how long it's going to take. I think somewhere it might say that it might, I don't know, like 20 hours build or 15 hours build or whatever. I'm not in a rush. The next step is going to be to try to put the plan onto my cork board that I have here, and then I can just, when I have to do something else, I can just put it and lean it up against the wall and do whatever else I have to do. So it's convenient. These small projects are always fun. So that's the content of the box, of the kit. Thank you for following along, and I'll see you next time.